Hello everyone and welcome back. So the previous video we were able to at least sort out the header or the top header of this Gmail clone we're working on. So what we're going to be doing next is to build at least the two sidebars, the left sidebar and the right sidebar, today in this video. So let's get started from where we stopped immediately. So before we kick off, there's certain correction I want to make to what we did the last time. So one of the things I want to do is so my grid system, the display grid I used for my top nav, so as you can see I used the PX for it. So I'm going to try and switch them back to I'm going to use percent for it. So that's going to I'm going to use percent for it. After I'll turn them from 250px now and give it a certain percent, so that even when it switches to a smaller device, it will still be so it don't take that percent based on that device. And so it's not like that's going to assure the full. It's not like that will actually make it very responsive though, but it's going to play a role in making it responsive. Although we will not pay so much attention towards that aspect yet, because it's obvious that Gmail look on mobile device is not the same look it has on the normal desktop device, so we'll not really pay for attention towards that. But let's convert it to percent. So we have 250px on it, so I'm going to change this to like 17%, then change this other one to maybe let's change this to 10%. Let's save and okay, fine. So you see now it's almost the same thing, but now it is in percent. All right, it's almost the same thing, but it's in percent. Let me inspect and see what it looks like. Exactly. So it's not really okay. So perfect. So this is what it looks like now on mobile devices. So it feels like everything fits into just this particular layout that we have though. So everything fits into an extent. Alright. Although we'll still touch on two things later, but not now. Because this is major is why I put it in percent. If it was not in percent, this would not just enter this full size that was assigned to it. Alright, so okay, yes. Then the next thing I want us to do is we don't have any font attached to our work yet. So I want us to get a font. So let's go to, we're going to be using Google Fonts. Exactly. We're going to be getting this Roboto. Yes, this is what we're looking for here, Roboto. So I'm going to select this. Okay. So I think I'm going for 500 here. This is what I'm going for. So this is normal Google font. It's very simple to use Google font. Just search whatever font you want that is available on Google Font. Select the particular font you want. This is what I'm selecting. So I want to pick this. Excuse me. So this is what I'm picking. Select this. Alright. So I'm going to be using the import. So this is what I'm going to be using for my Google Font. But before that, so remember also, due to our arrangement or our layout for this work on React, so I said for each section we're going to be we're going to be creating a separate CSS for each section to avoid us having a jam-packed CSS, so we can easily go to each section CSS and make quick changes to whatever we want to make changes to. All right, so so you can see that's what we have on this asset folder. We have header.css, which contains the styling that we use for this our top nav that we built in the previous video. So so for this font I want to put in, it's for all aspects of whatever we're going to be building. So I would not put it inside this header.css, but instead I'll put it into my app.css, since it's going to, if I put it in my header.css, it's going to affect everything though, but I want to put it in my app.css and make sure that what I have in my header.css is for only those things that, or for the content that affects everything in my header.gsx, sorry, you get my point. So so that means for my font, I'm going to be putting that in my app.css. Alright, that will be the only thing in my app.css. So let's get ahead and do that. If you're not using React for this, Google font, you probably just select your link, copy this link here and paste inside of your head tag. Alright, and give it normal, this CSS styling for this. But since we are using React, we're going to import it, so we're going to use this. So once you just select import, I'm going to copy all the link we have here. Alright, we're going to copy in all the link that we have here. So this one I'm going to copy in. Okay, so let's copy this link that we have here. You can see. So we're not copying the style tag. This is just what we're copying. So I'm going to copy this. So let's go to my app.css. So let's say this is like for the whole general project, right? So I'm going to paste that link here. Control V. Alright, so I pasted that link here. So now let's apply it. So since it's for everything, I'm going to be using this universal selector. I'm going to be using universal selector, and this is what I'm going to be doing. So first of all, let's just give margin of 0. Alright, so now let's apply that font family. So very simple. I can type font family, but if you go down here, you can easily copy the font family you have here. Copy. Alright, I'm going to paste this also. Now one more thing I want to do, general styling, is my font size. So I'm going to give font size of 14px for it. Alright, let's save. Let's see and see what we have. Any changes? Okay, so that's it. Yes. Okay, fine. So that's it. So I think that's just all I would do here. That's just all I would work on here. That's I can close this back now. Then one more thing I want to do is I remember giving styling for my icons. Exactly. So this is what I use in styling my icons, right? I use this in styling my icon. So I found out that on the Gmail, if it seems all icons have the same color, so I'm going to be using the general class that's assigned to every material.ui icons. So I'm going to be using that general class to apply this styling. So I will not necessarily need to change the colors of my icon. Once I apply that style, it's going to affect all of my icons. All right. So let's so I'm going to comment this out. So every material.ui icon comes with this class called this is the class it comes with, MUI SVG icon -root. So all material.ui icons come with this class. So once I apply this styling, it affects all of it. So hash 5763 and 68. Alright, 576368, and I'll save. So you can see my icons are still the exact same color. Perfect. Good. Now let's get to work. So I will not need my header.css anymore. So that's all we got. So now the next thing we want to work on is we want to try and work on this section of it. We're going to be working on this section. So remember I said we're going to be building at this sidebar, the two sidebars, that is here and here, the two sidebars here and here. Good. So before we do that, we need to work on this main layout and be able to divide them. All right. So let's go and so quickly. So let's move to our components. All right. So definitely we are done with this. So we don't need this any longer. So let's move to our component. Now let's get another file in our component called let's call it main. Let's call it main. Main.jsx. Alright, so instead of this main, we're going to have the partition of that left hand side the left sidebar, the right sidebar, and where our mails are supposed to be. All right, so let's quickly create our components. All right, good. So let's do to import React from React. Right, so let's create a function component. Alright, so remember this is an arrow function. Alright, so what are we returning? Alright, let's export. So export default. Alright, so let's just put something here and export it. So I just have let me just call it main section. Let's save this. So definitely we will not send anything yet we won't find anything yet till we export it and import on our app.js, sorry. So very simple. So let's import it. So it's going to be, so this is one of the shortest way to import it. So by importing it in this form, it helps you, by typing it this way, it helps you import it directly. So watch this area. So because I'm on main now, so when I click on enter, so you see it imports it directly for me down here. Alright, so by saving now, you see what we have. Exactly, so you see the main section. So we are at sorry, excuse me. So we have the main section here. Let's do something. Okay, so now, so this main section needs to be divided into 3 parts. This main section needs to be divided into 3 parts. So let's create so let me create a class here called, so let's give it a class called main section. Alright, I'll give it a class called main section. So let's create 3 divs for it. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl V. Each of these divs will have a class. The first one will be our left sidebar. Right. That's what the first div would be. So let's put something inside there. So I'm going to type left. Sorry, I'm going to type left. Then this second one would be give the class name. Let's call this mail area. So let's just give this a class too. What do we call this class? Let's just type something inside of it. So we call this main area. That's it. Okay, it's mail. Sorry, mail area. Then the final one. So this, let's give this a class and call this right sidebar. So right sidebar and save. So for now, this is what we have for now, right? This is what we have for now. Alright, good. So now we need to look for how to partition them, where we have our left sidebar on this side. The mail area takes like almost the full size, and the other right sidebar comes somewhere around there and stays. Alright, so to do that, we're going to be using the grid system. There's no twist about it. We're going to be using the grid system for that. Remember, I said for each section we're creating, I'm going to have a separate CSS for it. So I'm going to go to my CSS folder and create a CSS for this main. So I'm going to call this main.css. Alright, so for this to function, we need to just import it to our app.js. So that's for it to be function, for it to affect it, it's import our app.js. So you're using VS Code, so once you do ./, it shows you every folder on the same directory with your app.js. So we're going into assets, we're going to CSS, so we'll have main.css. Let's save this. So that means whatever, since we have done this now, whatever styling we apply here would affect every other thing. Alright, so very simple. So what class did we give our main? So yes, so main section. So let's quickly do this. So the main section, so what are we going to be giving? We're going to be using a grid system for it. So display grid. Now our grid template column, so we're going to be using the exact measurement. So good, we're going to do almost the exact measurement we used for the top section also. So we're going to probably give this 17% auto. Yeah, we could give the other one let's say 10% definitely too big for this. Definitely 10% will be too big for this. There's no much thing here that we're giving 10% to it. So if you can see, it's just the exact size of this one. And so if we give this, let's just give it 5% for now. If it's too big, we'll use it. If it's too small, we'll increase it. As simple as that. So let's not stress or waste time over it. So let's save and see what we have. Good. So because of my grid system, you see now everything has taken its particular position. So this left has taken its part, which is from here down to here. The mail area has taken here to here. Then this right sidebar is going to hold our icons just on this side. So that's fine. Alright, so excuse me. So let's get going. Good. So the first we're going to be working on is our left side bar, left section. Right, that's the first thing we're going to be working on. So let's so let me just comment here on left side bar. Alright, so everything that comes under here has to do with our left side bar. Good. Main section. Good. So let's I can remember the essence of React is that React allows us to build our UI component by component. So there's no way I'm going to be putting the whole of the content of my left section inside here. No, I'll create a separate component for that. I'm going to be creating a separate component for that. So let's go ahead and do that here. So what do we call this? Let's get a new file instead of our component, and let's call this okay. I wasn't thinking of creating a folder for main and have all those components inside of it. So yes, good. So I'm going to create a folder first. I'm going to call that folder main section. Yeah. So let me call that folder main section. Yeah, so I'm creating a folder, I'm calling the main section. So inside of this main section, we would have every of the components inside of our main section. So my left sidebar component will be inside main section folder. The mail area will be inside this folder, and my right sidebar will be inside of this folder. So now let's create a file for this now. So we're going to be having the left. Alright, yes, that's left here. So left side bar. Alright, let's put in all capital. Okay, so left side bar. But remember, it could be GSX or GS. That's fine by you. Anyone you want is fine. Okay, good. Alright, so that's what we have. So this is inside here. Good. So let's quickly do this. So import React from where? From React. So const. So we've been using function components for now. I don't think there's any need yet for us bringing in a class component. We don't have any complex thing we're doing yet. So for now, I'll just go ahead to use function components. Alright. So good. So const let's go left side bar right. Return okay, so we're exporting export default left sidebar. Close this and just type something in. Let's call this left side bar. I'm going to save this. Right, so now let's import it into our main. So this is the area that we left for our left sidebar. So this is the section for it, right? This is the section for it. So let's import it in here. Just call this. So quick import. That's what we just did there. A very fast import. Alright, so let's see if it's functioning now. Good. So you can see I have my left sidebar showing. So left sidebar is what I wrote inside this and not what we have here. Alright, left sidebar. Alright, good. So I'm going to remove this class name here. I don't need this class name here. I'm going to take it off and put it inside of this left sidebar component. So Ctrl X. Alright, left sidebar. In fact, we don't even need any class name inside any of these places. We don't need any class name inside of any of these places. Okay, good. So let's get down to work. Alright, so let's see. So this is what we have now. This is just what we have. So let's see. So what's the first thing we need to work on? The first thing we need to work on is so excuse me, sorry. So let's work on this button. Let's build this button first. I think that's the first thing we need to work on, the button. Alright, so why building this? If it feels like we are having too much inside of each component, we'll go ahead and create another component and just import it. So let's start doing something. So first thing first, let's style our left sidebar. Alright, let's style our left sidebar. So let's copy this. Control copy. That's CSS. So left sidebar styling comes in here. So let's first thing first, let's give it a height of 100 VH. Alright, so that's like height of 100% or 100 viewport. So what it means is that the whole if you take the whole screen size, right? That's what that means. Okay. So let's give a border. Let's give border right of 1 px solid to 1 px solid, and what else? Yeah, light gray. Okay, fine. That's fine. That's what I wanted to see. So good. So this is where we'll have all. So good. So the first thing I'm going to be working on is our button. First thing first. Good. So let's create a div for that. A div. Let's give this. Let's control Z first here. Let's give this div a class. Let's call it compose btn. Compose btn. So let's style this button. But what do we need for the button first? First thing for the button is at least this sign. Okay, so let's go and import that first. Let's go and import that. So remember, we're using material.ui icon. Yes, so material.ui icon. Material.ui icon is good. So that sign should be, that sign is add here. Good. So this is what we're looking for here. So I'm just gonna copy these. And paste it here. Alright. So for us to have it available, so you know what we need to do. We need to import it. So and what's the other one we have there? We have the compose. Okay. So this is what we have for now. This is what we have for now. So let's go ahead and style it. So how are we styling? So first thing first, okay. First thing first, what do we do? Let's put it in a grid first of all. Yes, so let's put it in the grid first. Let's put it in a grid first. Okay. Let's go down. Let's do this. Dot compose btn. Alright. Display what? Display grid. Yeah. Grid template colon. What? So let's use. We're going to be using. Let's say. Let's give it. Okay, let's do yes. Okay, let's do 35%. Auto for it. Let's see what we have. Okay, fine. So that's we'll still sort this out. That's no problem. 35%, and that's fine. Let's give it. Let's align items first of all. Let's align items to the center. Okay, items have been aligned to the center. That's fine. That's good. The next thing we need to do is let's just give the background color first. Let's just give any background color. We'll probably change that later. I just wanted to see what we are working on. Okay, fine. Good. We'll still change the background color later. I just want to see exactly what we are doing or how we are going about it. Let's give a font to it. I think it's thick enough already, so there's no need giving it any font to it. I think that's fine the way it is. So let's give padding to build our button. Let's give it a padding of, let's see, 10 px, 32 px, 10 px, and 8 px. Okay. That's fine. We'll still sort this out later. Okay. What next do we want to do? Okay. So when I inspected the normal Gmail clone, so it had a font size for this. So the font size I saw there is 0.8 REM. Alright, so 0.875 EM. So this is No, taking that off. I don't think I want it that way, so I don't need this. I'm taking these off. Okay, so what's the next thing we need to do? So we need to work on the width of this button. We need to work on the width of this button for it to be okay, because for now it does not feel like it's what we want. Okay. Let's give it a width first. Hold on. A width of 100% will do. What? Okay, so yes, it extends. So I'm taking this off. So this is what I would do now. I would put this my button inside a div. Yes, so I'm going to put my button inside another div. Hold on. So I'm going to call this. Alright, so I'm going to put this button inside another div. Yeah, so I'm going to give this a class and I'll call this compose btn wrapper. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Compose btn wrapper. So we're going to be giving this we're going to display in grid 1. That's first thing. The next we're going to do is our place items. Yes, let's use start for it, not center. Let's use start for this now. Let's see what we have. Perfect. Okay, so this is close to what I wanted. Okay, perfect. This is almost close to what I wanted. That's good. So now I can go ahead and give my border radius to this, and I'm thinking I would also increase this padding assigned to this. So let's give our border radius. What border radius do we assign to this button? Border radius. Radius of, let's see. Okay. But this feels bigger. Okay, so I think I need to increase. So hold on. What feels? Okay. So let's work on the padding. So let's increase this to 15px. Let's increase this to 15px and see what we have. Now, I'm gonna take this to like 35. Now, so let's leave this at 12. Let's leave this at 12. Okay. Feels like we have so first of all, let's see if we could okay, so that's fine. We'll sort that out. So that's not a problem. So the most important thing, let's try and give a spacing between this, so you can see where this is starting from, the spacing around it. So that's the spacing I want to assign. Let's give spacing first. So I think this is what we're responsible for, that spacing. So let's give a margin of let's see. Let's give margin of 10px all around. My button is looking somehow. It's not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all. I don't like what I'm seeing. Okay, so if I need to expand this button a bit. So this is 35. Let's make this 10. Okay. Okay, so I think it's. So the next thing to do is to give it a box shadow. Let's give button a box shadow, right? A box shadow. Let's give it box shadow. So box shadow assigned to this. So let's just. So it's going to be 0, 1 px, 3 px. So I inspected and found out the box shadow that was used for this. That's exactly what I'm putting in here. So RGBA, and let's go with 60, 64, sorry, 64, 67, 0.302, alright, comma, then we'd have 0, yeah, 4px, 8px, 3px, RGBA, the same, exactly almost the same thing, but we're going to be changing the A value to something else, to 0.149. Okay, so in this case now we can go ahead and take off this light green that we assigned to this. Let's see what we have to find. That's good. Fine. I don't think this button is perfect yet. I'll still touch it again. It's not where I want it to be, or it's not exactly at the point where it doesn't just make sense yet for now. So let's work. So you can see on the button whenever we hover, this is what happens. Alright. So let's work on that for this. So definitely to give a hover, so it's the same button. So compose btn, I will bring in hover, sudo class hover. Alright, so background color for that would be hash. Let's inspect and see what the hover color of this is. So let's inspect and find out exactly what the hover color of this is. So apparently, and this is what's responsible for it. Let's force the state to hover. Okay. So fine. So for the hover effect, you can see down here. So you can see box shadow. This is what's responsible, and this is the background color given to you. So FB. So I'm going to do so FB. Then the box shadow that was assigned to it on hover is this. So I'm just going to copy everything we have there. Just copy. Ctrl V and paste it down here. Let's see what we have. Okay. I think it's exactly okay. That's fine. Okay, so that's fine. So we have this exact hover effect that they have on theirs. So exactly, we have the hover. Okay, sorry, I've not even cancelled the first state. Sorry, let me move from the first state. Right. Okay, so it's fine now. Okay. I think there's a little transition added to this. Yeah, so but let's no, the button is not in any way looking like what they have. No. Let's take this to 10. Then 8x. How much of what I'm doing might look a bit smaller though, but I think it looks better like this than it feels better like this than what I had before. I will try and get the exact size and make it bigger. Okay, so that's that. I think we are done for this button section. So let's the next thing is this mail area. So let's go down to that one very fast. So that's all for this. So what's the next thing we want to do? So let's go ahead and create a div for that. Okay, so what do we call this section? So let's put this person in. So let's call this this is a class name. Let's give this a class name called let's say it's our mail option wrapper. Mail option wrapper. So there are different mailing options. That's what we have on this div. So we're going to have it on this div. Our different mailing options. Alright, different mailing options will come into this div. Alright, so the first thing we need done for us to have this function properly, so we need to get these various icons for this. We need to get the various icons for this. So let's go to say matcha.ui. One of the first we're going to be needing is but before that, let's just create. So how many of these do we have? How many of these? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So we have 6 of that. So first of all, let's get these icons first. So let's search for inbox. Okay, fine. So this is what we're getting. We're going to copy these and paste that here. And the other one is what? Start. So let's look for. Okay, so that's all we want here. Copy. Let's copy and sorry. So we're pasting all the icons we're going to be using for this mail option wrapper. The next one is snooze. So that I think this is watch later. So I'm going to be searching for watch later. Watch later. Actually, this is what I want here. Copy. So what's the next thing we need? 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 So send draft. Let's look at it quickly. So let's just type send. Okay, send. Paste this here. And the other one is I think is yes. Okay, remember, yeah, insert. Good, so this is what I want here. This is for my draft. I'm going to paste in that here. So the last one is what? Okay, so good. So we need a down icon. Excuse me. I need a down icon. This is too thick. We need something. Something like that. Hold on, this. Let's get this. Copy. Okay. Control V. So instead of our mail option, we're going to be having divs. Each divs that carry the icons and the information. So like this first one will probably have our inbox icon, and what's assigned to it is inbox. So alright, so this is what we're having. Alright, and that's what we're going to be having for all that. So I noticed that all my fonts are very thick, so I'm going to reduce the font weight. So I'm going to go to my app.cs and give them like font weight of let's say 400. Alright, Okay, so I think that's because of the font at which I imported. So let's go and get a regular, or let's get a regular 400 font. So I'm going to take this off, get a regular 400. So my fonts are too thick, so I'm going to get a regular 400. So it's the same process, same thing we did, but in this time around, the same thing we did in the beginning of this video. But now what I'm just doing is I'm selecting regular of 400 instead of medium of 500 I selected at first. So this is what I'm selecting. Copying this. So the thing I'm doing here is to so let me attach this, so in case of, so let's have the both of it functioning exactly. I think in this case now, so I can still, so fine, I think it's okay like this for now. Okay, good. So you can see, like, you see the general class I gave my icon, that MUI SVG icons root hyphen root, general class I gave my icon. So you see, at every time I put in this material UI icon, it just gives it that exact color that I want it to be. So that's what we're having currently now. So I don't necessarily need to start styling my icons again. That color affects all of them, because that's the exact color all the icons are. Alright, so this is what we have. So that means so I don't need this, I can close this now. So that means for each div that is holding these mailing options, we need to apply yes, so we need to apply styling to it. So let's give this a class. Let's give this a class called mail option. Let's give the class called mail option. I'm going to be using, I think we're using a whole lot of grid in this project. So dot mail option. Alright, so display what? We'll be displaying grid. Let's not worry about it. We have to display grid, then grid template colon. Alright, so grid template colon, let's do 14% and auto. Let's see what we have. Okay, so let's align items to align items center. No. Okay, fine. That's fine. So align items center. What next? So definitely it can't start from that end, right? So good. So we need to, and there's space between. So we need to give padding to this, right? So let's do padding. 5px top and bottom, 25px left and right. Let's see what we have. Okay, fine. Good. Good. All right. What next do we need to do? Let's sort this out. Okay. Okay, I think to an extent. So let's good. So let's give a border radius to it. I'll explain what we're giving a border radius. So if you notice, whenever we hover over this, you can see what is. You can see this, right? Good. So we're going to be giving a border radius to this. Okay, first of all, we need to change the pointer. No, actually, if there was a link attached to it, our pointer would have been default. But since there's no link attached to it here, we need to change our cursor to pointer. Good. So this is what we have. Perfect. So let's give the border radius. Then if you observe in the border radius, you will find out that the curves is just on this side, not on this side. Alright, so let's do border radius. So 0. So border radius, if you're giving 4 values, it's going to start from top left to top right. So let's say, so I give 4 values. So this first value is going to top left, which we don't want any curve on that side. Then this one goes to the top right. We also want curves on. Then the next one goes to the bottom right. We want curves there, and then the last one is bottom left, which we don't want anything there. So let's just typo. Good. So let's save this. So, but for now, it's good. You're not going to feel. You're not going to see anything yet, right? You're not seeing anything yet. You would not find anything yet. You will not find anything yet. It's only when we are hovering that we're going to add that effect. Then we are hovering, we're going to add that effect. So, mail option hover. Mail option hover. So what we doing? What we giving to it? Let's give it a background color. Background color of short. So see F5, F7, F7. Alright. Exactly. So it's now when we hover that effect works. That effect works when we hover. But it's that border radius has already been there, but this is that there's no color attached to it, so there's no way you're going to see it. So when we hover, it's as if we're attaching the color now to it. Alright. So good. So this is what we have. Inbox. Good. So what we need to do is have this for the other ones remaining. Alright. So let's quickly do that for the others. So definitely each of it will have the same mail option. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate this and just change the icons. That's what I'm going to be doing. Control C, Control V, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so let's start changing the icons. So the next one, the other one is starred, right? Star icon. Star icon. And what do we have here? We had star. Have we? Yes. Then the other one is watch later icon. And what do we have now? Watch later. Snooze. So snooze sent. Let's do that. Let me change this now to snooze. Snooze. And the other one is send. What's send icon here? Send icon. We have sent there. Okay. What's the other one? The other one will be what? The other one has to be what? Draft. Yes. And we're going to be using this insert drive file icon. Insert. So what are we calling this? We're calling this draft. Yeah, the last one is what? The last one is our expand more icons. When we copy this. Copy and paste it here. Then call this more. Excuse me. More. Okay, fine. Good. So we have the various mailing options available now. So whenever we hover, we can have this effect attached to it. Alright. You see, whenever we hover, we can have this effect attached to it very fast. That's good. It's good. Alright, so we're done with this. Alright, we're done with this, we're done with this, we're done with this. Good, we're done with this. That's nice. So, we're done with this. That's good. So to an extent, I don't think, let me take off this div here. Let me take off this mail, sorry, Control Z. So I'm just going to take it off. Mail option wrap, I'm going to put Control X. So I think everything, even the compose button, should be a member of Control V. Hold on. Okay. So what I just did is that what I did, I decided to group everything here. So what I did is that I put, so in as much as this has its own div carried it, I decided to put everything here, all of it, into one div holding it called the mail option wrapper. Alright, because so I said put all of them into this mail option wrapper. So everything inside of this div called mail option wrapper. I will explain why I did that later. But everything together, definitely our compose button is definitely one of what we're going to be using to send mails. And so it's still a mail option too. So all of this is inside mail. But I'll still explain the reason why I put all of them inside one div. Then the next div we're going to be having is a div called. So the next thing we're going to be working on now is the connect. So this section where we have the Google Meet and the Hangout, I'm going to call the div carrying all these the connect wrapper. So let's create a div. So give it a class name. I'm going to call it connect wrapper. Connect wrapper. So it already feels like there's a whole lot already on this components. I'm going to create another component now. Alright, I'm going to create another component now. So I'm going to create a component called connect wrapper, and I'm going to import it here. Very simple. So that's one of the good things about React. You can build your contents bit by bit, and get to import them in. Alright. Or if possible, say if I was even or if possible, I'm going to even create okay, that's fine. So this is what I'm going to do now. So let's create another so new file. I'm going to call this connect.jsx. Alright, so I have a plugin already installed, so there's a faster way of writing my function component. So I think this is REFCE. So this helps me do this very fast. So as a plugin needs to import, I think I've forgotten the name of the plugin. One ES7 React something plug extension. Once you import that, you're able to do this. But that's not what we're doing. That's not the most important thing now. So let's move on. So what that means is that every other thing in my connect is going to be inside of this place. Then I feel I should do the same thing for this my mail option wrapper. So I'm going to create another So I think what I'm going to do. I'm going to create another let's create another file also again for this. So it's just to make reduce the numbers of things in our work. So let's call this mail option mail option wrapper JSX. Fine. So REFCE. Perfect. Good. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to here's my left sidebar. Good. I'm going to copy everything from here. So mind I'm going to copy everything from here down to here. So Control X. So I'm copying everything here, and I'm going to paste them here. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so this should come in here. Okay, so definitely I'm going to be seeing errors now. Yes, I'm going to be seeing reload. Okay, that's fine. Okay, because I've not even saved my work here, that's why. So I'm going to copy out all I have here. So everything that was responsible for building, I'm going to take them out. So Control X and paste them here. I'm going to place all of it here. Okay. let's do this. So I'm going to save this. Once I save this, now I'm going to import everything I have here to my left sidebar. So it just makes our work easier and simple. So sorry, mail option wrapper. So once I do this, it imports it already, and then it is also the stress of everything. So you see, so I've imported every content I have inside this mail option wrapper down to my left sidebar, and I'm going to save. Good. So everything is still intact. Everything is still intact, right? So that's one of the advantage of React. So you get to build your UI component by component, and you don't get to jam pack things together. All right. So good. Fine. So that means we need to also export this. Let me just type something here. Connect. All right. So let's import connect down to this place too. Yeah, save. So you can see we have our connect button down here. Good. Very simple and very fast. Okay, so what next now? So let's work on our connect. This is what we have now, so let's work on our connect. So our connect has to do with this, our Google meeting area, and our hangout, and this down here. And just from here down here has to do with our connect area. Good. So we need to create a div first of all. So this div let's create the first div. So this should hold so class name. So this should hold our meet area. That's like the Google Meet area. All right. So what do we have in our meet area? So we have a text called meet, and these various meet informations down here. So good. So so let's use a p tag for meet. All right. Then we need to import these various icons. So let's go down here and search for video. Excuse me, sorry. So we need to search for videos. So this is what I'm going to get in. Copying this, and I would have to paste this here. Okay. What's the next thing? The next thing we're getting also is this type, right? Yeah, type. No, let's search keyboard. Okay, good. So this is what I'm looking for. Import the keyboard icon. I'm going to paste right here too. Paste my keyboard icon here. So good. So this is where our meet is. First thing first, this should not be here. We need to move this somewhere closer. All right. It needs to be on the same line where these are. So it's going to be simple though. It's not going to be an issue. But let's go ahead and sort out these content first. So so the first thing we have here is new meeting with the video cam, then join a meeting. Good. So so I'm going to bring the first one in. The first one is going to be video cam, which is new meeting. All right. Then the other one is sorry. And the other one is what? And the other one is our keyboard icon. That one is join meeting. That's the two things you can do in Google Meet. Now that you're creating any meeting or joining a meeting. Alright. Let's save and see what we have. Good. So you can see where they are. So they need to fall in line with this. So what I'm going to do is that definitely the class that was used for this would sort this out. So instead of styling this afresh again, I'll use the same class I use for these mailing options for this to put them at the exact spot where this is. Alright, so that's a class name called, so we get the class name give it was mail option. Alright, mail option. Good. So you see now they are all at the exact spot. So what is left now is for this to be also on the same line as this also, because that's what it's like. This also on the same line as they are. So we need to style this p tag here. Okay, also we need for hangout also, sorry, p for hangout, for the hangout section too. Alright, so let's go and style. That's my main. Okay, good. Let's go and style this. So so it is meet area, sorry, meet area. So okay, we're targeting the p tag in meet area, so we're going to be using child selector meet area. So give a padding left of 25 px, because that's the padding that we gave to our mail option that is pushing them to that side. I think yes. So you can see the 25 px. So let's save this and see what we have. Okay, that's fine. So you can see the meet is on the same area. So let's sort out this hangout section and okay, sorry, so this shouldn't be here. My hangout shouldn't be here directly. There should also be a div carrying my hangout at once, not this, sorry. So removing this and creating a div, then paste this inside here. So my p can come in here now. Have it as hangout. So give this a class name too and call it hangout area. Good. Hangout area. No. Hangout area is supposed to be on its own. So this, I'm making a mistake. I'm copying this out. Sorry, making a mistake. This should come. Oh no. So this should come inside here. Sorry. I think I made a mistake. This should come inside here. Hangout cannot be inside of meet area. It's not possible. So that this is meet area and this is the div that concerns meet area. Hangout should be on its own here. Exactly. Hangout should be on its own here. Good. So this is let me spacing that very well. So this is meet area, mail option, video camera meeting, this. Good. So everybody should be on there. Exactly. So this is meet having its own foundation here. Hangout to have its own foundation too. So what do we have on? So definitely this hangout also needs to come to this area too. All right. So but before that, let's look at this. So there's a line before it and there's this space in here where we can adjust. So you see where we can adjust also. Okay. So the adjusting part, we will not do that now. So we'll do that when we start adding functionalities to all these things. For now, the first thing we're doing now is to get these things in place. So then we're adding functionalities to it. So first we need to do now, we need to have this other line here and have at least this kind of spacing first so that we can adjust later when the time comes. Excuse me. So what that means is that our meet area should have a border top of 1 px solid and light gray. All right, good. So So yeah, good. So then next, I think there definitely has to be spacing between the meat itself and the top and this down here. So I'm going to give this a margin of do we give 10px? Let's say I don't know 10px and 0. So 10px goes to top and bottom, 0px goes to left and right. Let's see what we have. Okay. So I think that's okay. Yes. Good. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Top and bottom, exactly. So let's so what do we have in Hangout? Hangout, we just have this person profile, the name, and this icon down here also. So let's sort out our Hangout profile immediately. Let's sort out our Hangout profile immediately. So good. So let's go to our connect. So we need to get the people profile, person profile. Sorry. So person. So this is not person pin. So this is what we need to get. Account circle. Copy our account circle and paste here. Copy our account circle and paste. And the next thing to get is to get a down button, but not the exact one we used. To get, so this is what I need, an arrow down. Copy. Exactly. So what do we do now? So let's import our. The first thing we had there is what? Okay, yes. So let's bring this account circle first. Then the user's name. So mine is my name. Sorry, no, not this. My name is, yeah, so that's fine. Then the next we're bringing in is our arrow drop icon. Alright. Oh, why are we having an error? From where? Oh, sorry, I didn't close this. Okay, so this is what we're having. So we need to apply the same class as given to these so that it can also fall in line. But first thing first, let's work on our Hangout. So the same effect that is happening to this mid area is the same thing that's happening to this Hangout area. So we're going to combine the same class for both of them. So that means on this I would come here and then attach my Hangout area. Yeah, so this is me using one styling for two classes. So you see I have my good. The next thing is to do the same thing on this too. Hangout area. Good. Sorted out. So this one needs to fall in line. So we're going to use the same mail option, class name, same mail option. Okay. So the reason why this other one is down there, remember in our when we did this mail, the mail option, the styling on mail option is this. Where's our mail option? The styling on mail option is this. It was divided into just 2 colons. So and on this it's seen 3 different things, 1, 2, and 3. So definitely these two are taking the 2 colons. Why this one has to go down? So for me to allow them take 2 colons, I'm going to put these 2 inside one div. So it's going to be seen as one file. You get my point? So in this case, I'm going to be seen as one file. Okay, fine. But it doesn't feel that it's not okay yet. Something is still something fishy. Something not okay yet. Hold on. Let's move this div here. Okay, no. Something feels inappropriate yet. No. Okay, we have a line item on it, so why is this happening to it? We have a line item on it already, and we have a line item on it already. Yeah. So what's going on? What could be the reason for this? Wait. I don't know if it's because of this div here. No. So if these two are falling in line, so why is this not? Okay, so that means I'll probably have to give a separate styling to this. Simple as that. Let's not waste time over this. So let's call this hangout. So I don't need this div again. This div is not needed again. I thought you could help me out. Oh, it shows that you're useless. Okay, so okay, so let's move, guys. So what did I call this div again? Sorry, hangout option. So that means I'm going to create a special grid for this, and I didn't see myself doing this, so I thought I'll use just this made option and by code all that. Ctrl V. Anyways, display that we display in grid. And so grid template. So we'll still assign 14%. Yeah, 14%. Let's give 20%. Let's see auto. And align our items to the center. Align items. Look at these people. Okay, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Excuse me. So it's not so bad, but we can make it better. Okay, first thing first, let's padding 5 px 25 px first thing first to avoid storage started. Now you're talking. Good. Then we need to have this our hover effect too on it. Have a hover effect on it, please. Okay. So I'm just going to copy exactly what I have up here. There's no waste our time. Copy this. Yes. Then so I'm going to have this hangout option. Copy. It's not going to waste time also. So it definitely is the same thing that's coming here too now. So Mr. Man, would you mind sharing the CSS styling with him? And he said yes. So let's see. On hover, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. I didn't put the hover. Can you imagine? Okay, good, exactly. So that's fine. So that everybody's happy, everybody's nice, good. Although there's something missing. This shouldn't be touching this line. It's too close to each other. Even they are too close. Why are they touching themselves? Use more margin top. Let's see. 10px. They're too close. Yeah, you can't be touching yourselves. Not possible. It's not allowed there. Good. So we're not done yet. We still have something to do. So we need to spacing this down. We got spacing this down. How do we do that? What do you think we're going to do? How do we get them to fall in line? All right. How do we sort that out? Very simple. Very simple. What we're going to do is okay. Now, we won't do that here now. Let's go ahead and put the last. Let's go ahead and put this in first. Let's put this in first. Then we'll sort that out. Let's put this in first. Then we'll sort that out. That one is not a problem. Yeah, that's no problem. We're going to be using don't worry. When we get there, I'll show you how I'll do it. But it's going to be easy though. Then one thing else, so this is not supposed to be scrolling also. No, this is not supposed to be scrolling. Let's get this down first and we'll sort that one. There's no problem. That shouldn't give us issues at all. Okay, so let's put the last thing on our connect. On our connect, we're going to put the last thing on our connect. So that should be let's call that let's create a div for it. So I'm trying to make my work as little as it can be. So once it feels like the component is getting too crowded, we'll just create another component for it and reduce this. So and reduce all these 20 load. Alright, so let's call this bottom icon wrapper. Bottom icon wrapper. Okay, so I think these are the easiest ones to work on. So let's get the icons that are necessary for this. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, we're getting these and we're getting these and these. So let's search for person. Good. So Mr. Person, I need you. Copy. Let's paste. One. What's the other one? That one is double quote. So just type quote. Hey, don't they have the circle double quote? No, they don't have it. So let's use this like. Let's just go ahead and pick this like that. Let's click them. Control V. Good. Yeah. Y. Good. So let's bring them in. Let's invite them to the table. First one is person icon. Second one is what? Format. Quote. What did I do? Format. Quote icon. Okay. What do we have? This is what we have. So let's okay. It's not bad. Okay, we need to center it first of all. So how do we center it now? Let's go and style this first. Control copy. Control V. Let's bring in the other brother of display grid. Display flex. Justify content center. Justify our content to the center. Have we done that? Yes. So there should be spacing between them. So I would not put them into a div. I'm going to do something. I'm going to use child selector. Remember what I said at the beginning? I said each of these icons come with this class called put dot first. MUI SVG icon hyphen root. Yes, so all material UI icons, they come with this class attached to them already. So hold on, let me inspect and show what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be inspecting these. See how scattered my work looks like. But that's fine. We'll sort them out when it's time. No, don't try and make me good. So let's just show you guys something what I'm talking about. Good, so you can see I'm on an SVG class. So you can see the MUI SVG icon root. The same thing also with this. Excuse me. So you can see the same thing. So they all have this class. So that's what I'm going to be using to apply a little space into it. So by this now I've gotten access to it. And this is going to affect only that one because I'm using the child selector to pick it up. Child selector to pick it up. So what do we put in? So I just want to give a little padding to them. So padding. Let's see. Let's just 10 px. I just hope 10 px will be too much. No, you guys are too far from yourselves. Let's just make it 5 px. Okay. So I think they are good to go. They are good to go. It feels like it's almost falling in line. So one more thing too, we need to give a padding top. Sorry, that's a padding top. I'm very sorry for that. If I said that, very sorry if I said that. No, we need to give a border top. 1 px solid, light gray. Okay, that's fine. There's also space between it. So there's space between it now where we have this information, this thing here. So there's space between it. So let's just give small space for now. We'll sort that out later. Let's just give the margin top 20 px. Alright, we're working on the functionalities. We'll touch everything that needs to be touched. Okay, so that's fine. Good. So first thing we sort out is the fact that we have this scrolling. This should not scroll. This should have the exact height. So the reason why this is happening is that, remember, we gave this area a height of 100 VH, 100 view height or viewport height, right? So it's supposed to give us the full screen width, the full screen height. Full screen height. But so the problem now is that we had a nav bar first. So this nav bar took we used them. What did we use for a nav bar? Let me open my header.css. So good. So this nav bar is taking a height of 65 px. Never doing height of 65 px. So, but actually, this section, it has its own. It's taking its own normal 100%. That 100 VH. Alright, it's taking its own 100 VH. That's 100% height for this. But this is already above it. So what we need for it to fit in and not have this line, we need to subtract the height that is here from what we are giving this, and that's why we're going to use this calc CSS function on it. So this is what we're going to be doing. So we found out that the height for it is 65 px, right? So we need to minus 65 px from the 100 VH that we're giving this. So I don't have time to. I can't start calculating that. So that's where calc comes in for us. So where did I give this main styling? Is it here? No. This is it. So why is it wasting my time? So in this case now, so we need to subtract 65 px from 100 VH. So I don't know what 65 px in VH is. So we're just going to use calc and bring in this and do 100 VH minus what? 65 px. So by this, so it deducts what this is inside this, and this will take the remaining spot. Okay. Are we still scrolling? Why are we still scrolling, man? Why are we still scrolling? Didn't we? Was it not 75? Was it not 65 px? So why are we not scrolling? You want me to add more to it? So let's make it. Why are we still scrolling? They want me to increase it to. If I make it 70 px, it will not be so good. Okay. 75. Wait, 65 period was supposed to have sorted it out immediately now. No problem. We'll keep reducing till it falls in line. 80. Okay, so I think 80 has sorted it out. 80 has come to the rescue. Good, so you can see now we don't have any scroll or anything around it any longer, so it just feels like everything is in line, everything is exactly where it should be. Good. So let's move on and quickly sort this out very fast. Okay, so so what do we need to do next now? So there should be spacing between this section, this contact section, and this other section very fast. This spacing between this section and this section. So it's very simple. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to bring in my display flex again. Yeah, I think I would be calling display flex to the rescue this time around. He needs to help me out to sort out the difference between the two of them. All right, so good. So let's go to the div holding. So it's one div holding this mail option wrapper and this connect section together. What's that div? Excuse me. So I'll find that inside here. Good. So that's this left sidebar. So this left sidebar is always carrying this one and this one. All right. So let's go to our CSS. So let's sort that out. Let's give it a display flex. Display flex. All right. What do we have? No, scatter the work. But that's fine. We'll get it all fixed. So flex direction. Why are we moving that direction towards? Flex direction, colon. Alright. Okay, good. They're all in line, but this is what it was before. So what are we doing now? So we're trying to justify content. So there's going to be, so we want to add a spacing between this section and this section. So we're going to be using justify content space between. So good. So we have done that. So now there's spacing between these. So this is exactly. So this is what we're going to be doing for this section for now. So when we're doing functionalities, we'll be able to sort out the increment and decrement of this area. So that's what we're doing to this. So this is where we are stopping for this right sidebar for now. Now let's move quickly and sort out our. So this is what we're stopping for the left sidebar. Sorry. Now let's quickly sort out our right sidebar. All right. So this is what we have for now. Okay. Wait, we're not done with this here. We're coming back to them. So, but this is what we have for this for now. So let's go ahead and sort out the right sidebar and have all these icons in play. Good. So let's quickly go to that. So we're done with this. We're done with this for now. So I can close this. I can close these two. I'm done with this one too, so I can close this too. So header.ts, I don't need you. Okay, so I'm still using you for now. So let's style. So right side bar. Excuse me. Alright, so my right sidebar styling will hope that will be down here. Good. So we definitely need to get the component for that now. If I want to get the component for that, we need to get the component for that main section. So create a component inside main section, a new file. So we're going to call this right side bar .jsx. Alright, so ROFCE. So helps us build this very fast. Let's save this. Let me just type something here. Right. Let's go ahead and import this to. Let's go ahead and import it here. Let's go ahead and import it here. Okay, what did I press? Okay. Let's see if it's showing. Okay, good. Let's show. It's showing. The first thing first, I'm still thinking that this the percentage I gave to this is still too much for it. It's too much. We need to sort it out. It's too much, really too much. To sort it out. So how do we sort that out? Let's quickly do that. Where did we apply styling to that? Okay, yeah. Let's reduce this to 3%. It is 3%. Okay, good. Okay, good. 3% is 3% is fine. Let's leave it that way. I'm not changing any other thing again. 3% is okay for what we have. So let's give so these are. So to get this very simple, you can get them. You can just go online and search for this, or you could go to Flaticons. Go to Flaticons and search for. So I think Flaticon has some of them. So if you just go and search for, you go and search for Google Keep. So or Google Calendar, search for them, so you could see the icons here. So you can just go and copy image address or download it, your choice. Alright, get anyone that works for you, but for me, I've gotten them already. If you don't see any of those icons here, you can just type on Google and search for it and get a very nice picture for that. So me, I already have my pictures down here, so I'm just going to copy them and paste. So quickly, so I write sidebar. Okay, let's give it a class first. Give it a class called right side bar. Right, let's copy this. Control copy. Let's paste it. So Ctrl V. Yeah, what not? So first thing, let's add okay. So let's add the border line here. We need to add the border line. So you can see this small border line here. Excuse me. So let's add that border line. So let's do it's going to be border what? I think border left. Yes. Sorry. It's going to be border left. Solid. Light gray. Let's save. What's going on? Why is it not showing? Okay, it's showing, but it's just very small. That's fine. Let's leave that way. We'll still we'll sort them out. So let's drop our images first. Let's drop our images down here. All right. So I'm going to be using the img tag. Okay. So let's start copying them one by one. So this is okay. Cool calendar comes in first. So I'm copying this. Copy. I'm gonna paste this here. One. MG. Paste the next one. Next one is Google Keep. Copy. And I'll have to paste this here too. Copy this. I don't think this was gotten. This was not gotten from. So it's not gotten from flat icon. Paste the second one and the last one. img. Let's copy. There's so many ways you can do this. You can actually save these images in your image folder and import them and just put them in. Anyhow, I just wanted to do something faster. So we also need one more thing. So we need we need something else. We need so good. So see what my work looks like. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'll sort them out. That's no problem. Sort them out. So we also need this plus icon too. Alright, and there's also a small sign here. Alright, so let's so that means after this we have our HR. Then where's our add-on? Add icon. Excuse me, sorry. Copy. So copy this and the next one, we're not really done anything yet to an extent. We're still at the early stage of this application. So, okay, so let's see what we have. Good. So this is the series of jargons that we have currently now. So this is our pictures. So we need to work on them first of all. We gotta work on them. First thing first, we gotta work on them. First thing first, we need to bring in, so for now we're going to be using this, our friend, and this is our friend called display what, so we're going to be using, guess what we're going to be using? We're going to be using display grid is back, but in this case, we're going to be using, we're using grid template column, but I'm going to use the grid template row. So grid template rows, so let's assign 40px to each of them. So we have 5 things there, 4 images, 1 horizontal rule and 1 add icon. So so if I want to assign, so I'm going to use this repeat. Good. So this repeat allows me to apply one particular size to whatever number. So I've added 4, so I want to apply this to 4 of it. So I'm going to use 40px. So what this means is that I assign 40px to 4 different rows. Alright, so I'm going to put let's do 2px for our horizontal row, and then 40px again for our plus sign. Okay, so the things are not yet falling in line yet. Okay, so first we need to restyle our images. We gotta restyle our images. Yeah, we need to restyle our images. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Right sidebar, child selector what? Okay, so let's give them a width of 100%, so that all of them will always take 100%. No, yes, 100%. So they'll take the full width of what they have. Okay. I repeated 2 things. I have oh no. Okay, let me quickly search for Google contact. Okay, let's go to flat icon first. If we see contact there, if we don't see there, we'll go to Google. Flat icons. No, block. I look at my location width. We don't do my location. Okay, so I'll search for flat icons inside. So Google what? Contact, Joe. Give me contact. Sorry. Okay, yes, fine. So get me contact. So they got me contact. Copy image address. Very fast. So I'm going to be replacing that with, you need me. I don't need you. Yes. Let's see what we have. Okay, good. Let's increase this to let's increase this. Okay, leave the 40px. One more thing, they are looking too big and they're taking too much spaces. Let's work on their height. I'll give them a max width of 20px. Max height, sorry, of 20px. What are you stopping my piece for? Distorted. I know that. I knew that was going to happen, but I'm coming. Let's reduce this to. Let's reduce it to 50%. It feels like it's okay to an extent. It feels like it's. It feels like it's okay. I feel it's okay, but we're not done yet. So we need to center this element. So we're going to be using place. No. Place items center. Place item center. Sorry. Let's see what happens. Have you guys been centered? Yes. Okay, good. They're centered. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. They are well spaced out. So that 40 is too small. I'm going to increase it to something else. That 40 seems too small. So let's take it to like 60. Let's make it 60. Yes. Now you're talking. My underline is showing. My underline is just showing as a very small dot there. So I need to work on my HR. So I need to start. Excuse me. I need to start my HR very fast. Right sidebar, child selector, HR. Please ask him what his problem is. Width of 100%. Why is he hiding? Oh, okay. You're out now. That's fine. So it's out now. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's out. He's out, man. Is he really out? Yes. What do we have? Oh. Okay, it does not cover the full thing. So let's reduce it to 70%. Reduce it to 50%. Okay, let's leave like that. Let's leave like that. Let's leave it like that. Alright. So our underline is stopping here, but we don't want it to stop there. So that means we're going to the same thing we applied to this. Where did we give our calculation? So I'm going to copy the height here, Ctrl C, and give it to my right sidebar. Right sidebar, come here. So applying the same height equation to it too. Good. So you see now I have my coming straight down. Actually, that means 80 was too much because see it's not even getting to the ground. But that one is no problem. Sort those ones out. All these things are no issue. So so to an extent that's it. So I've been able to come up with at least the to an extent we have been able to put in the contents of our right sidebar, the content of our left sidebar. So that's all we're going to be doing for now. Next video we would sort out our mail area. Once we're done sorting out our mail area, then we'll start working on the functionalities of everything to make sure that everything is functioning the way they need to function. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like our YouTube page. What are you doing? Like it. Alright, click the notification button. Alright, so we'll keep posting content and drop your comments. Drop your comments on what you think. There are more than one ways of doing this that we just did now. More than one ways of doing. So drop your comment on how you think could have done it better. What should we have done instead of doing this? So go ahead and drop your comment. We'll drop your comment. Let's see what you think. Right? If you're enjoying the video, also drop a comment, like our page also. So see you guys in the next video where we'll sort out our mail area, and maybe the next one we'll probably start working on the functionalities of everything and put earlier that